Okay. This is the impeachment trial of President Releporp. Not to be confused with the impeachment trial of Vice President Releporp. So you may present your case.
Alright. So, why the fuck is... Okay, anyway. So my case is, Releporp has not showed up on the server at all, I believe, being elected. I can get fact check on that if that's wrong. But regardless, it's been incredibly inactive. And normally, I don't really mind that thing because, you know, it's like a video game. Go outside if you want, but also, like, bills need to be signed. And I think the server loses a lot by not having, like, an active president to, like, you know, participate, make funny ass speeches or whatever, just really anything, you know. I think the server's kind of missing that aspect right now, and I feel like having an actual president, me, obviously, would probably help with server engagement just at least a little bit. Because I mean, like, look, this my evidence is like, look at the audience size here. All right, it's like, you know, I appreciate you all for showing up, but it's like I feel like there could be a little bit more here. So that's why I think Releporp should be impeached. It's because he hasn't done anything as president, as boring as shit, and also, like, there's the bills need to
I
be
can
signed.
provide a fact check.
Fact checked, yeah.
Releporp was online during election night, but he has not joined at all during his term.
Okay, yeah. That was sort of my main argument. So if Jem has something to say, Jem should say something.
I am ready to go.
Go, Jem.
My fellow Strudelians. This trial some son of a gun. Can a man not have a life? Releporp can't go on vacation without the evil politically charged people of this evil server immediately jumping him. I have a 15-step defense to all of Releporp's charges to prove an innocent man innocent. Because the worst thing you can do in a court of law is arrest the wrong man and convict an innocent one. That is all.
Is there a 15-step? Is there more? Is there...
Can we please bring the charges on screen?
Okay.
No,
No?
we cannot.
Tarnation. Let me bring them up.
I'm gonna let you do your thing. Because why not?
Quiet sauce.
Okay. He's not even talking.
First of all, being tarnationing stupid. I spoke to Releporp today. Over the phone. He was enjoying his vacation. He can't get on the server, unfortunately. And I got him to bring his statements of defense. I will now go through them one by one. I got an A in language arts. Therefore, Releporp cannot be tarnationing stupid. And this was a straight lie. Made up by the deep slate. Next. Gay. Releporp has said, I'm as straight as a ruler. As you can see, you can't get straighter than that. I mean, Mage would know. Therefore, Releporp is not gay. And this was a lie fabricated by the deep slate. Once again to suppress the Porpy one. As a witness, I would like to bring up Ian Ispian, noted war criminal. Come here, Ian.
Wait for me to get his tits. Please wait. Don't speak, Ian.
Test.
It's a good
Okay,
point.
you're good.
Alright, Mr. Ian. As the gayest man on the server. Noted man
Mage
with a
is the
husband.
gayest.
Only man with a husband on the server. In your expert opinion,
Mage has a
is
husband.
Releporp gay?
Releporp is not gay. Mage is gay though.
Ian is married to Mage, but Mage
This
isn't
is
married
fact.
to Ian. Fact check. Alright, you can sit down. Next up. No harlots. Releporp's response. No harlots 'cause I reject them. As you can see,
Jam. Jam. When and where did your client say this?
on the phone. We spoke. I have a signed affidavit. This isn't hearsay.
Can we see it?
Yeah. One sec. Straight from the Porpy one. In DMS. On the phone. As you can see.
No. Pause.
Releporp is a totem of monogamy by choice.
Pause. Gem.
He has no harlots because he wants
Gem.
no harlots. Hi.
Who sent this message?
Bat.
Why?
They're on vacation together. Some gay flummery. Releporp isn't gay but Bat is. Important note.
Do you have any proof of this vacation?
Yes.
May we see it?
The fact that Bat is inactive.
I don't think that's proof.
Sigh.
So,
Do I gotta call him for a vacation pic? Do you want to see the
Quiet.
beaches? Are you jealous?
quiet.
'Cause overworked.
Listen.
Sorry, Your Honor.
If that is able to send you messages, why can't Releporp?
Releporp's mom didn't pay for his cellular plan. Bats did.
But they're together so Releporp could use Bat's phone?
Are you discriminating based on income level? No, not necessarily.
Got the income to go on international vacation.
Maybe Bat didn't want the Porpy one to touch his phone. Bat has private stuff on there. Would you let your friends hold your phone for an hour unattended?
I mean, yeah, I don't care.
But would Bat?
I'm not bad. Why are you asking
Sauce.
me? Yeah, what's
Quiet.
up? I'm responding to the fucking question.
Quiet. Gem. When did this supposed vacation start?
IDK.
You don't know?
No, Your Honor. I just have his defenses. I'd have to speak to him.
You cannot present any proof that what you're saying is from the president.
I can. Bat
Then
wouldn't
show
lie.
it.
Are you calling Bat a liar?
I'm calling you a liar.
Can we trust this judge? You're calling Bat a liar. Bat never lies.
So please refrain from presenting further supposed
Bat
statements
hasn't
from
even
the
cursed
president.
once. He's clean.
You can go on.
Sigh. I can no longer speak on Releporp's statements. Because Gale is a biased judge. I will defend him based on his merits though. Because Releporp is truly porpy. The current argument against Releporp is that he can't sign bills, and therefore should be deposed. Is this fair though? Can you really take a man's role in government because he has a life? Releporp is the aura beast. He has never failed the strudel. This is a one-off record-breaking incident. Look back at all of Releporp's past appearances. He's always been here on time. He's always brought a good energy. And he saves the day when we need him most. Are we really taking down a good citizen of Strudel? Just because he was busy once? These mugs of liquid courage were brewed by him. Because Releporp contributes to society. He is a good man. Releporp has given us all great things for the most part. He has brought us great content. Are we really shooting him for a one-off incident? He's also dripped the tarnation out. All those diamonds are only a fraction of Releporp's worth. He drives the strudel economy. Are we really gonna leave a great man like this for a single one-off incident? Releporp is also the only man in history to have a shield enchanted with sharp 5. Look at this flummery. Record-breaking. They said it was impossible.
Jam.
But Relepopper did it.
Jam.
Hi.
You know that's not true.
Sai might have won. I am not sure.
Please sit down.
But Releporp was the first. You are a biased judge.
Please sit down.
You are suppressing the defense. Let me
Please
finish.
sit down.
You are rigging this case.
Please sit down.
You made the proposal to impeach Releporp.
Final warning.
And now you're presiding
Please
over
sit
his
down.
case. Hashtag nudicing.
Bomb the court.
Sauce, may you come up and speak a bit?
Yeah, I was playing Super Hexagon. What's going on? Huh? Oh, yeah, me talk. Yeah. I was gonna say something. Oh, yeah. So, that was a lot of words, and I paid attention to some of them. There was something about a shield at the end that I don't really remember. There's something about vacation. So here's what I gotta say about the fucking vacation, alright? I think Releporp don't have the knowledge of Strudel to be president, okay? Can't acknowledge chat. Everyone knows that, everyone but Releporp knows that if you're gonna go to fucking Ohio for a week like I did, you gotta just be like, hey Gail, hey council, can I get a bit of inactivity immunity, please, because I'm not
Releporp's just oralicious
I'm not gonna
like
be
that.
able to get
Quiet,
on.
Jim.
I'm not gonna be able to vote on the shit because I'm in fucking Antarctica without my phone, right? But Releporp didn't do that. I've done this before, okay? I've gone through this process, because I'm a qualified man for the job. Releporp is not, all right? And I think that's kind of embarrassing, and that speaks to the fact that, like, what else was written here? I don't remember, all right? But what I do remember, thank you for breaking that. I don't remember what I remembered, but that don't matter, all right? I'm fine, but you know what's not fine? Not fine is being president, getting marked as inactive after missing a bunch of votes because you didn't communicate at all. And you know what else is stupid? All right, here's what I don't like. Here's the real. Okay, forget all the other stuff. Okay, here's what you really, all you audience. All right, I'm talking to you specifically watching this video right now. Not you, but you. All right, my fucking dog. I hate that dog. Don't ignore. My dog agrees with me though. My dog agrees. But what I think, okay, I'm good. I'm a bit sick right now, but I'm good. I remember. Okay. So the debate, whatever debate number it was, I don't care. There's been like a billion of them. All right. The debate that I attended, that had General, Expo, and Mage. All right. Releporp was supposed to be there. That was Releporp's debate. All right. That was the presidential debate. Releporp don't even show up, which, okay, cool. That's oralicious, right? To like, oh, it'd be too nonchalant, don't even show up to your own debate, all right? But he at least he could have done was support me, okay? I was the only person on the server willing to stand up and be like, hey, I see your campaign kind of empty right now. Let me be your vice president, all right? Let me be your vice president, because, I truly, at one point, I truly did care about Releporp, and I said I still would care about Releporp, but like, which is why I stepped up to be VP. I don't care. I didn't see you step up to be VP, Jet, or anyone else. So I did that. And what did Releporp do in return for me? Nothing. All right, give me like no communication.
I was stuck in APC primary. Can we fact check that?
Quiet, Jim.
Okay, that's
Quiet,
a fair
Jim.
point. You could have got one of your goons to do it, because you love Releporp so much, and you didn't. You didn't do that, but I did. Cause Sauce Dude cares. This us dude wants to support independent candidates that are separate from the main parties so that we have a more dynamic ecosystem than just like fucking APC versus SSI for the billionth time, you know? So I stepped up. And what did Releporp do for me? Nothing. He didn't give me any sort of like, oh, this is what blah, 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 blah. He didn't give me anything, okay? And then you know, I thought I did pretty good at the debate. Okay, I put a lot of effort into my performance. Okay, I thought, you know, I was funny and stuff. And Releporp didn't give me nothing. And this was before he was on fucking vacation. I know for a fact he could have watched the debate and been like, hey, you know, I appreciate it, Sauce. Thank you for blah blah blah. Or, you know, oh, that was fun. No, I didn't get any of that from Releporp. I didn't get any of it. Nothing. Releporp fucking hates me. Releporp is an asshole. And that's why. And then there was the vice presidential debate, which was pretty funny. And did Releporp show up to be in the audience? Shut the fuck up. Releporp show up and
Damn
be
quiet.
like, you know, hey, you know, good job. Or just stand there to like cheer on his vice president as he answered all those questions. No, he didn't show up for that. He didn't show up for anything. He showed up to later events, okay? I know for a fact he could have fucking pulled up, alright? But he didn't, because he doesn't give a shit about the strudel. And more importantly, he doesn't give a shit about me. And that's his worst crime. It's not caring at all to just be like, hey, Sauce, dude, you know, you did pretty alright. You know, that's pretty, you know, that's cool, you know. Or at least just like a thumbs up emoji. Or just like a fucking goat emoji on any, I don't know. Just a little, he's just giving me nothing. Alright? He's giving me nothing. And he didn't even, he's got an active strike because he doesn't know how the political system works. Because he's a hack and a fraud and stuff.
Objection, Your Honor.
Quiet.
Slander.
I'm out
Quiet.
of stuff to say. Can I let Jem object, please?
Quiet.
No?
Sauce, are you done?
I want Jem to speak now. I want us to like argue like real time.
Come up,
but-
Jim.
My good people of Strudel. I understand Sauce's point. It's tragic that Releporp was being cold to him. And he really should have behaved himself. But maybe he was busy packing for vacation. Maybe he was being yelled at by his mom. We don't know the Porpy one's real-life situation. Can we really blame him? What if he was chained up by the cartels in Tijuana? Would you blame him still? We can't just kill Releporp for this. It would be wrong.
Sauce, come up.
Now let me tell you about my real life situation since we've talked so much about Releporps, alright? I've had a whack ass week, okay? Starting my fucking new job and every day there's been some bullshit, alright? Cause like there's been some bullshit every day with me getting there and it's led to me like almost running late. I got like lost in the fucking bum ass hospital cause it's a fucking labyrinth, all this shit. I haven't been home a whole lot, you know. I've been busy with other shit. I decided all these college classes today and stuff. I had to install Zoom on my PC. Can you think of anything more miserable than that? All right, is using Zoom. All right, the software fucking sucks. All right, why the fuck I gotta have my webcam on to like have a dude like tell me to press a button I already knew how to press? It's some bullshit. And despite all that, I managed to show up right here tonight anyway, and for all the other fucking events. All right, because even though life is some nonsense, I always find time for the people of Strudel, and for getting myself more screen time on the YouTube channel. But mostly, it's mostly the second one. But still, you know, I get it. I want to be. I don't know what Releporp's life is like. But I feel like even through all the, I know what it's like being busy. I'm busy right now, but I feel like even with that, it was like, would it really be so hard for him to just like DM me like for like 2 seconds and just send me like a fucking? I don't. At this point, I'll fucking take like just like the flames emoji, or just like a smiley face emoticon. Literally, just like the letter H. Or like the fucking Lego Batman gif. I don't know anything at this point. All right, there's been nothing. All right, not a single crumb after the because he was active after the election, so he's had time. For sure. If we bring up I'm not gonna bring up the Discord logs because that's some bullshit, and I don't got time for that. But like, could have been nice to me at least, and he wasn't.
If
And I
he
don't
did
think
right
that's
now,
very.
would you still be fighting this
Quiet.
case?
Quiet.
Maybe not. I think that's a good question to respond to, actually. If Releporp, descended right now from like, I don't know where the fuck he is, but wherever he is, if he just like, sent me a fucking carrier pigeon, like maybe he just stuffs like a little like message in a bottle and just throws it into the ocean. All right. If he did that, and then I got like a crumpled up piece of paper saying like, "Hey, Sauce. Sorry I haven't been around, but like, hey, you did good. I want to be president, though. Please let me be president, okay? Don't fight the dude. I would cease immediately, I would truly. But I've received no carrier pigeons or smoke signals from Releporp. So that leads me to believe that, you don't even give a shit, all right? And what type of president does that make him, all right? One that doesn't give a shit. One that doesn't go the extra mile to, like, fucking, I don't know, bring out his, like, fucking, what's it called? Like, I don't know, just fucking Alexander Graham Bell ass fucking, like, gramophone to, like, message me in Morse code, like, at least he could have given me that. But yeah, but hey, I don't want to make this all about myself. Yes, I fucking do. Yes, I do. But I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm gonna sit back down.
Jam come up.
You heard it here first, Strudelians. Sauce himself, the lead prosecutor for this case, acknowledges that if Releporp were to come back to life, he'd gladly drop the charges.
Jam.
This is proof of
Jam.
Releporp's good standing in the server.
No.
Stop speaking.
No.
UA judge.
Jam.
Stop intervening. UA
Jam.
snap crackle pop.
Jam.
What you want?
Sauce does not have the
Don't
authority
make me
to drop
unleash
the
the aura
charges or
beast on
cancel the
you.
trial in any way.
That's not what I was saying. Let me finish my
That is what
point.
you were saying.
You interrupting harlot, /. That's not my point. Let me finish. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the rigged, biased, MAGA-planted judge. Sauce himself, the lead prosecutor on this case, would drop the charges. If Releporp were to come back to life right now,
again, he cannot drop the charges.
this is proof of Releporp's good standings on the server. Let me finish. Tarnation Pillion Judge. As I was saying, if the lead prosecutor was willing to stop fighting this case, wouldn't you be willing to, good people of Strudel? Can't you see Releporp is a good person just in a poor circumstance right now? Can we really blame him for his environment? Is this fair? Can we really impeach a man for something he has zero control over? That is all.
Sauce, come up.
Okay, I've thought it through a little bit. I wanna backtrack some of my previous statements. So first off, just because I'm the lead prosecutor doesn't mean that like I'm the person with the fucking authority to. Fuck, that's true. What was I gonna say? Okay, look, it would be cool. Okay, I will greatly appreciate it if Releporp did message me like now, but like also it's like he was online on like Discord and stuff like post election. All right, after there's a message I'm not gonna bring up because I don't give a shit, but he's acknowledged that he's president. All right, and he spent no time. He had time. He could have showed me some like support. Like hey bro, we won. Isn't that so cool? He gave me none of that. All right, he's cold. Okay, that's. I don't see the argument against it. It's just like he's cold to me, all right? And I don't think that's the quality of a good leader. I think a good leader should be like, reach out to others, communicate with the people. Just because I'm the vice, I'm still a citizen, I'm not like some admin or anything, If General was making the case, it'd be different, but like still, I'm just a chill guy, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't think Releporp's been very nice to me. All right, maybe he'd apologize later, because if he did, he was like, "Hey, Sus, you're not short, and you're not short, and I'm sorry for calling you short." All right, I'm not short. Just so we're clear, okay? I'm a very tall individual. All right, that's the other thing. Okay, like, what's your response to Releporp calling me short? Alright, because that's really being. He's never stopped doing that. Alright. I'm 6'1". I didn't mean to bring the shit. Okay. He called me short. But that's my point. He's heightist, ableist, ferret phobic. He's very heightist. He's not accepting of those who are different, and he doesn't respect me. Let's see. Sus is a good person, but not a good leader. Doesn't reach the height requirement. Look at that. It's literally on the fucking screen. All right. What do you say against that? Like, how do you? All right. What am I too emotional to be a good leader cause I'm like gay? Is that a thing also? Is like I'm too short? I don't control the fucking height that I'm at, okay? If I type in fucking, scale, sauce dude, set, big, it doesn't work. It doesn't, it's just the intrinsic quality of who I am.
Sauce.
Yeah, what's good?
That's an invalid command.
That doesn't
You
change
don't
the
type
fact that it
You
doesn't
type
work.
a number.
It doesn't work. My point is I don't control it because it says, unknown or incomplete command, see below for error. All right. And that's the point in all of this is that, even if I did have actually you have to use this syntax to even then, I do not have admin controls on the server due to the way that Minecraft is programmed. All right. Did you know that there's certain commands that you cannot run if you are not marked as a server operator or have game mode, not game mode. If you make single player and you don't allow cheats, you can't use cheats. All right. And then you can't change your height. And I can't change my height. It's like, what am I supposed to say to that? Was like, So yeah. Releporp hates ferrets. That's my statement. Gem, go up.
Hi guys. So, I know Releporp is heightest. Bert. He is not actually heightest. It's all in good fun. He never means to truly cause anyone injury. Like calling Mage gay. Mage denies it. But we all still do it.
Cause it's true.
His heightest statements, however inflammatory they may be, aren't meant to be true insults. They're just friendly teasing. Because he loves you. Releporp loves all of us. He always has. LMAO. My apologies, Strudelians, I just had a strange hallucination. I saw a message flash on screen from Mage, saying he was gay. Anyhow. Releporp has never meant real harm to you, Sauce. Otherwise, why would he pick you as his VP? If he truly hated you, he wouldn't do that. That is all.
Sauce, come up.
1 second. Just okay, more like 10 seconds. And then I will
Alright,
be
it's
up.
been 1 second.
Okay. My dog is very angry. Okay.
Alright, it's been 10 seconds.
Okay, see? I'm up. It's been 10 seconds and I'm up. Okay. So, this seems to be a really repeated behavior. I don't know why Bat's on there, but Bat's not part of this case. Now you may notice that I didn't even type in Releporp's name. I just went to the Discord search bar and typed in the 2 words "so short," and all of it is just logs on logs. I could scroll. There's so much more. I'm not going to do that because that would require too many Imgur uploads, and I'm feeling very lazy. But you can see this is a repeated pattern of behavior, and you don't have to hate someone, all right, in order to be hated. It's like you can't. It's like the whole saying oh, I can't be racist. I have a black friend. I can't be homophobic. I have a gay friend. Okay, you can have a short vice president and still be heightest. Okay, clearly. Releporp, what date is that? Which is the 4th month? Yes, okay. Releporp, August 26, 2025. sauce dude is so short. All right. I'm clearly not. I'm actually average height. Okay. Like, there's no one else named sauce dude on the server, and I am my height. So I am, the perfect. I'm the average height of a sauce dude. So it's a factually incorrect statement, and it's just
You're
like
also the tallest and the shortest,
okay.
Quiet, Jim.
the straightest and the gayest.
That is
Quiet,
an
Jim.
alternate perspective I did not consider. And that is an argument you could perhaps make, that I feel like if I'm the tallest and the shortest, that just like cancels out, and then I'm just like the most average, right? Which makes it incorrect statement. So clearly he doesn't understand mathematics, and in order to be president, you have to understand trigonometry. Alright? And clearly, as you can see, his eyes are not properly calculating my heights. Just obvious, And that's not ableist of me to say, all right? Because there's clearly been, ample evidence of my tall stature presented over and over again, but because of his implicit biases, that I get it, we don't control it, but I feel like you have to be like a little bit woke. You have to take some accountability and say like, hey, I'm listening, I'm learning, all right? Just because I can fit under the TV doesn't mean I'm short, okay? Have you seen another sauce dude or anyone else with a ferret skin that like is tall enough to not do that? Like, exactly. Or even like another fucking furry skin on the server. There used to be a ton of those back in the old days. I think I'm like the only one left. It's kind of tragic. I'm saying that with Gale standing 2 feet away from me, but just ignore Gale for the
She is a dragon.
It's an anthropomorphic animal thing. It's purple. So that's cool. I like purple. You're also purple. That's kind of cool. I like purple. You killed her. It's fucking rude. What was I don't remember my argument, but I never said Releporp hated me. I probably did say Releporp hated me a few times, but I'm unsaying it. I wasn't paying attention. What arguments did I just make? This isn't even a bit. I forgot everything I just said. I'm not high or nothing. I'm genuinely asking, what the fuck did I just say? What the fuck? I don't remember. So you could literally say yes, I remember. I am an average height of a sauce dude. So what does that contribute? I don't remember, but I want to go play more Super Hexagon, so I'm sitting back down.
Hi, Strudelesians. Gail, can you put this image up for me?
You can do it yourself.
I can do it for Jem.
It's quite literally refusing. Thank you,
Imper.
Sauce.
Discord. You can do it.
I'm doing it. Cause I'm a good sport. Okay, I can help the. What's the other guy? Oh yeah, Jem. That's his name. I didn't forget that. It's a bit crusty, but this is just my normal speaking voice. I don't know what you're talking about. See, that's if you squint, it's like comprehensible. You just gotta get real close.
As you can see, even the newest members of the server, such as Blurry, call Mage gay. Even though Mage denies it. Are we all homophobic for calling Mage gay by force? You can still joke about things without sincerely meaning insult about them. We aren't all homophobic for forcing gay on Mage. That's just his natural aura reading. He gives the gay aura. Look at him. Come up here, Mage. Can we really call this man straight? This some gay flummery.
Yeah! I'm straight.
No.
No. You're pretty gay.
Ha! Explain.
Nitrogen monoxide equals gay.
What?
This is a factual statement. You also play War
P-R-O-O-F.
Thunder. Kind of gay. War Thunder was made by a
Killian.
dev in thigh highs. That's kind of gay.
Wait, it was.
Yes.
Yeah, butter the one wearing thigh highs.
They're demi thighs. Go of yaw.
Same thing.
Anyways. Note one important thing here. To Mage, he is not gay. To all of us, he is. Similarly. To Releporp, Sauce is short. To the rest of the working world, Sauce is goated. This is an exercise in the theory of relativity. Something very important to physics. As you can see, Releporp is very educated, using advanced physical concepts. Therefore, he is 100% fit to serve. I see no basis for the argument that Releporp doesn't know facts. It's just the facts are different relative to him. That's all.
Saw it come up.
What the fuck did that mean?
Stop barking, Sal.
I can't control the fucking dogs, okay? It's not as... Okay. Okay, we want to play that game? Okay, we can play that game, alright? Now, what really is a person? Okay, not my fucking dogs, clearly. Holy shit. We have to think about this on, like, a metaphysical level, okay? Like, what constitutes, like, a living being, alright? You know, just beyond, like, you know, having a brain, having a heart, you know. Any of that. What really constitutes, you know, someone having a self? I would say it's, you could, maybe you call it like a soul, consciousness, whatever. I say it's your, like, ability to perceive reality, even if you can't engage with it. I'd say that just, like, having a sense of perception gives you a sense of self to some extent. Now, how does this connect back to Releporp? Now, even if Releporp's perception of reality, what the fuck are you doing up there? That doesn't matter. That's irrelevant to the trial. All right. But from Releporp's slice
With the
of reality,
tarnation, that's a hostage situation.
it doesn't. It's like only Ian. All right. It doesn't matter.
True.
Yeah, he's not even. Yeah, he's already back then. He's literally fine.
Holy flummery free mage.
All right, may I continue my argument, because they seem to be settling down. All right, so we have to discuss. All right, we have to discuss deontology. All right, to understand, you know, this next point I'm about to make. So, deontology is a normative, moral framework that discusses, you know, ethics, what makes something moral, the duties we have to others. And under deontology, you could argue that, you know, as a human being, you know, I'd say all of us are at least something adjacent to a human being. We have a deontological duty to, you know, respect the autonomy of others. And probably, like, unless they do something really bad, you probably have a duty just as another human not to go out of their way to cause them psychological distress for no, you know, perceivable reason. So this is back to, you know, the whole question of what makes, you know, a person a person. From Releporp's, you know, perception of reality, from his consciousness, his brain may interpret, you know, my stature as, you know, making me constitute a being that would be labeled as short. Now, reality, or not, irregardless of, you know, Releporp's, you know, perception of reality, or even the physical reality, all right? Releporp, regardless of that, still, as a human, has a deontological responsibility, all right, to not cause, you know, undue harm to others. Now, I think I could make the argument, and I'm going to make the argument, that, you know, Releporp's, you know, blatant heightism, I'm not even going to bother pulling it back up. You saw it, you know, he said himself that he doesn't believe I'm fit to serve because I'm not tall enough, because I'm too short. All right? I think that violates his deontological, you know, duty assigned to him, you know, by the fact that, you know, he is a human and a conscious agent with, you know, some sort of, like, agency of his own. You know, I think, you know, I think that if you view it from a Kantian framework, it's kind of mean. You get what I'm saying?
The Tarnation Immanuel Kant in the strudel.
It's exactly what it is. It's about Immanuel Kant. All right. If you read his book, I forget what his book. It was a great book. All right, a very good book. I just don't remember the title. But he says, if they ever invent things called computers, which are basically rocks that have electricity running through them, all right. And there's this computer game, you don't know what that is yet, but if there's a computer game called Minecraft, Kant said this in his book, all right? If someone doesn't request to be marked,
Kantian mechanics in the strudel.
Kant said himself that, if you're on a Minecraft server, that's like, I don't remember the exact phrase he used. He said like, he said something, but he said that if you don't ask to be like marked as immune from inactive, then that's a violation of Kantian ethics. Deontological ethics, he used that word instead. It's not Kantian. He referenced other ethical frameworks, as you do as a man of, philosophy. You can't just make everything up yourself. You have to reference, the other, because ethics are only relative to, other people's ethical frameworks, You can't discuss ethics.
Are you saying philosophers make flummery up?
I'm saying the exact opposite. I'm saying that, philosophers only build off of others, all right? And their work and their, the wisdom they pass down only exists because of, like, the work of other philosophers that came before them. So referencing deontology, which was created by Marcus Aurelius back in, like, Rome, I think. Don't fact check that. He was like, it's a violation.
Holy flummery, Marcus Aurelius in the strudel.
Marcus Aurelius also told you to be a Sigma Chad and a stoicist that never cried over anything because crying is for losers. That's a real Marcus Aurelius quote. Look it up. But, Marcus Aurelius also said that if you're going to go on vacation, you should probably plan
Sauce, I think
ahead.
we just raised the educative age rating of strudel
That's
from
exactly
6 to
what
21.
I'm saying, okay? Like, who in here even knew what the word deontology meant before I showed up, all right?
Fucking nerd.
Think about all the all the good that could be done. I'd say you also have
Flummery
a
up, Gail.
Yeah, shut up, Gail.
Or a convicted felon.
Oh yeah, you still. Oh wait, no, you're not yet, because Releporp's not here to sign the fucking bill that jails Gail. All right, which was his only fucking campaign promise, and he's not even here to fucking.
That's not a conviction.
Exactly, it's not even
busy.
a thing. He can't even fucking do. That was his one promise. Okay, it's jailing Gail, and look at jail. Not jail. Your name's not jail. Look at Gail up there, not in jail.
Jail.
Not being forced to listen to Dance Monkey by Tones and I for 30 seconds. Like, isn't that a tragedy? That she can be up there. Alright? And it's all because I'm not president, really. Alright?
Can we file a suit on Gail?
Maybe we could, but anything we do, it can't pass without, the fuck. But that's not the. I already made this argument, alright? The new argument I'm trying to make is that if you look at it from a normative, anti-disestablishmentarianism, framework, maybe Releporp, regardless of his perception of reality, maybe even if he perceives Mage is gay, which, I mean, he's got the Freddie Mercury mustache, so maybe, but, regardless of that, I think he has a duty as a human being, as a conscious agent, as, someone with the ability to do things. I think that he has the moral responsibility not to cause, undue, like, psychological, turmoil to others. And I could say that, it's been very damaging to me to see all these, like, heightist remarks made about me. I don't control my height, and he says that I'm not fit to be leader, that's hurts my feelings. So that's what I'm saying.
Can Mage control his gayness?
Well, yeah, because you choose to be gay. Everyone
Is it
knows
damaging to Mage's psychology?
Probably. Mage
Wait, you choose to be gay?
Yes. There's like a sign-up sheet.
I thought you were born gay.
There's like you gotta like fill out a form and then they let you be gay.
Is that like a woke left rumor?
It's real. I mean, How do you think? You know, I wasn't always gay. I watched I saw like I played Resident Evil 4 and I was like, damn, that young guy's
I'm
pretty
not
cool.
gay.
Oh, you
I'm-
right.
I'm gonna sign up to the LGBT community, and then I paid them $100 and they let me in.
As a straight man, you right.
Yeah. All right. And that's the only reason you're not gay is because you didn't fill out the application form. All right.
Anyone else hate gay people?
Yeah. Wait.
We have a homophobe as our judge.
They even gave me the fucking socks when I signed up.
Who
it
is
comes with
biased
the fee.
and rigged.
Isn't that so cool?
Please sit down, Jem.
I am
No
presenting
weapons.
an argument.
Please sit.
UA snap crackle pop.
Please sit.
UA harlot.
Please sit. No kissing.
UA
Please
rascal.
sit. Please
You told
sit.
me to kill myself.
Can you like drop him into the? You have
Sauce.
the. Isn't there the spike pit? Isn't there a button for that?
Please come present your closing statement.
Look, I just look. I want Gail in jail right now. I want her in jail right fucking now. And if you impeach Releporp, I can send that fucking bill, and get Gail and Gail. Gail, what the fuck is your name? I'll get that person in a concrete box playing Dance Monkey. That's my fucking promise to you. Where the fuck is this camera situation? Yeah. Look at me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. And that's why you should impeach. You forget everything else, okay? Jail needs to go to Gail right now. Right fucking now. Who the yeah. Okay, fucking yeah. Look me in the fucking eye. When I
Don't
say
get it.
okay, that's my closing statement. What the fuck going on here? Isn't there like a button? I'm not gonna fly over there. What?
Jem.
Guys.
Please come present your closing statement.
Hi guys. My name is the Golden Gem. I built the gem. I have presented a simple case today. Can you really blame Releporp for a one-off error? Free the Porpy one. I beg.
You kind of look like a Goomba after Mario jumps on it. Meh. Is there seriously not like a spike pit button? Didn't we used to have that?
I deadass disconnected. This is a big deal, guys. You can see my size. It shows the importance.
What the fuck?
He's dying.
I am free. You can't just jail Releporp for a one-off error, guys. It wouldn't be fair to his years of good service. If he was a noted criminal, I'd agree. But he's always been good to us. There is a thin line between evil and good. If we jail Releporp, we cross that line. Free Releporp. That is all.
There's still spikes under. I want to check. Oh, there are.
Free Diddy!
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome. I don't have another.
Gail
space.
stole the buttons.
That's them.
Can we kill Ian?
Alright, that's the trial. Good night.
I have a fucking jet suit. I'm like some Tony Stark shit in this bitch. Alright, the spikes don't do nothing at me. Okay, bye, Gail.
Sauce, we deadass carried that trial, lol.
Oh my goodness.